Football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. This is taken at the 3. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Shaq Thompson leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Working out of the gun, Mariota dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
On is the Chargers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. So Newton and the Panthers come up now, 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They run with Breida. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end?
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. K1 Short in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. On play action, Mariota forced out to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. To throw is Mariota. Flush to his right. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And Allen's got it. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. From the gun, Mariota. And that's caught by Landry for a Charger touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. This is Breida. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Now a chance to take advantage of that missed field goal. 1st and 10, way up at the 37. On the ground, this is Jackson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. And when people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll run it with Jackson. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down, Mariota. He gets this one to Boyd. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Here's Mariota. Drops it underneath for Booker. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Jackson now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out? With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Now it's Breida, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. To throw on 3rd down. Newton. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On the run, this is Jackson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. This is taken in. It's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. 2 minutes to play here in the 1st half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
To throw, Mariota being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Mariota now on 2nd down. And this is complete. It's Allen. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Mariota to throw it. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing, Mariota. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
3rd and goal, Mariota. And it'll be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Mariota. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Mariota into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. 9 seconds to play, and likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10.
20.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Breida. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. Jackson now to return. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often screaming, people upset, but typically halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better.
We'll find out. They'll start on the ground with Breida, and he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Newton. And he gets it to Funchess complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. but the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be second down. On second down, McCaffrey works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
And on the ground they go with the running back. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 4th down, Newton. It's complete, swings it out to his running back. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the 1st down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already. And they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
A very costly holding penalty. It backs them up all the way inside their 10 to start this drive. Now they try the right side here. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe we'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Mariota. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
They go play action here on first down. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to spring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Mariota. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Luke Kuechly. In from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. 3rd and long here for Mariota. Going up top. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. T.J. Green with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. A handoff to Breida to begin the drive. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And no, it's incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you?
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Jackson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of the credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making them do it that way, didn't they?
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to wind up and air it out. And my goodness, another interception. LaShawn Sims with the INT. Gets through and now an opening. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Newton on 1st down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And this will be incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And it's 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And Gano's kick is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg. And they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And the Chargers coming out on the field now. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. They run again with Jackson. And some room to roam now. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what'll be a 3rd and 4. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he'll find Akins there, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And they'll run it here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Throwing is Mariota, finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And they'll go on the ground. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And it's intercepted at the goal line. T.J. Green with a pick.